Hello. Can you tell me to get new brands, textures, and seasons into Calmsden? What? No, because I don't know what you're trying to do. I have my bionic wrist on, because it's got very sore all of a sudden. Also, apologies for the slightly late start. I didn't realize it was 5 o'clock. Alex can attest, I realized when he sent me a message. And I promptly started swearing at myself. Hey look, last time you were at one of my streams was on YouTube. Oh, it's a long ass time ago. Madzer, I genuinely don't know how I'd go about doing that. Well, I know how I'd try to do it. I'm not in a position where I can, like, talk you through it, because it's complicated. My advice remains, as I always say, if you don't know how to do it, either wait for a tutorial or don't do it. I think it's Carpal Tunnel Steam Fan. It's just, it flares up sometimes. Often surprisingly suddenly. And, I have bionic wrist to deal with that. It does have, like, I'm not wearing this on doctor's advice, I'm wearing this on, oh, this makes sense. It makes sense to splint my wrist and immobilize it when it's very sore so that whatever's wrong can heal itself. You want those textures? I mean, you could always ask... You can always just look for a YouTube tutorial. Mods are like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, see if somebody's done a tutorial on replacing textures in maps. There's probably one about. And I would imagine it's not too different from how it was done in 19. So, probably, if you can find a Shy Wizard tutorial, I would imagine it wouldn't be too far off what's still good. Use two bandage yours. I have one, but I found that this is much better. This is one of the splints you can get with the little, like, the shiny bit you can see there is a little metal bar. Might be carbon fiber at this point, who knows? But it's it just immobilizes my wrist, so if I move anything, it has to be my fingers or my entire arm. So I can still do everything. I just can't, you know, flick my wrist. I'm also kind of limited on, you know, how much movement I actually have. Because again, I can kind of twist my wrist. I can't. I forgot to refill my water bottle, Luke. Ah. You don't know what you just said? That is redeemable using channel points, which are just effectively loyalty tokens. I call them NFTs because, well, they've got just as much use and worth as one. And that one, I'm supposed to take a drink, but I can't drink what I don't have. I don't have a drink ready at all today. I kind of... You bought an NFT today. What did you buy? What's happened to my wrist? Do you remember, Saucers, I've been complaining about it being sore for a while? If you've been around. It's just particularly bad today. I think it's carpal tunnel or something to that effect. And it's just blah. Hello, Depp. I do enjoy the what, 5-year-old meme is spacing out letters to emphasize them now. One of these days I'm gonna do a cursed one where it's just like, you know that fancy text thing you can do where it just fills up all of the web page. I'm gonna do that as the stream thing. The go live notification that gets emailed out. It's just like, hopefully it's not gonna be that sore for too long. Probably this flare up will last anywhere between 20 minutes and 2 hours. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about the upper limit. In fact, I've had a flare-up that lasted an entire day before. Fairly recently, so... Instead of just not streaming, which I... You know, could have said, oh, I'm not streaming today. I mean... Something like that, Alex, yeah. Instead of just calling off the stream, I figured, I'll stream with bionic wrist on, it's fine. Because, like, I want to stream today. It's Friday, it's technically the weekend. Right. Can you please, like, spread out a bit there? My dude. There we go. Yes, turn on all of the lights. Weekend started 21 minutes ago. I have to be made of metal and electronics from DC3. No, 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 no. Really like the Twin Otter after the sound update. Yeah, I mean, when Landy didn't like the sounds, he is one of the biggest Twin Otter fans there is. When he said, yeah, that definitely sounds crap, then it definitely sounded crap. Does this need to be emptied, actually? It totally does, and I've just sent it off on a hard worker. No, 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 no. Stop. Go. There. I accidentally opened up the menu for my monitor. Do I use the steering wheel? Nope. Xbox controller. Don't need a steering wheel. I have one. But, even if I wanted to use it today, yeah, no. Right, you're both going. So it's time for the baby deer to put this away. I'm hoping the Vulture Valmet actually behaves today, by the way. So you're going away. You're grabbing the baler. Hang on, I want to see what way the Vulture Vomit turns. It's turning in the correct direction, good. It's also leaving space for a headland or two, which is nice. Turns out a John Deere beats Deers. Do 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 do. And up here. And around the corner. I'm hoping this can power the baler, by the way. 1.0... 1.1... 1.2? 0.1? Or is it 1.1.1? I don't know. The launch version was 1.1.1. This must be 1.2.1, I guess. I can tell you after the stream if you're in Discord. $1202. Thank you. It's not something that I keep track of. It's just like, especially now that the launcher has an updater built in, I don't need to keep track of what version Farm Sim's on. Can't play Farm Sim without a G29? That's fair. Everybody's going to have a different way that they're most comfortable playing Farm Sim. Laughs and Steam. I mean, that's fair, Alex. Laughs in, I have a Farm Sim hat and you don't. Right. Oh good, this can run the baler, just not very well. Oh derp, same. Still same, derp. Giants have been very kind to us. FS22 press pack. Interesting. Did it, this is gonna go derpy, isn't it? Did it have... Did it have magic olive oil that you can see through? I realized when I picked it up that all of the text on it was green. I've also just realized they never changed the size of the bales, so we're just getting default size bales here. Which hopefully won't look too oh god, they're gonna look silly. Oh god, we're making little baby bales again. That's fine. Some Hestons, they're basically cubes in the Hestons. I've actually swapped from the Heston to the Quadrant for the simple reason that I'm lazy and I want to use autoload. I am enjoying though how like the different bales have different densities now from what I can see. Couldn't be bothered to pick them up manually. Yeah. Hang on. There we go. I have temporarily fixed my wrist. There's definitely something screwy with it because I felt 4 distinct pops when I was fixing it just then. Also, which hired worker stopped? It was you. There we go. So, once we get all the baling done, and the bale wrapping done, because I need to wrap the silage bales, what I'm thinking, well, we gotta feed the cows. I'm assuming that the, I've got strawberry licorice, by the way. I'm assuming that the way that silage bales work is the same as before, where they're just instantly silage. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Because this is going to be a rare map where I don't actually do pit silage. No, they are not. Oh god. So I have to use that P word thing. What is it? Patianki? Patianki? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So I gotta be patient. Patience. I gotta be patient about it. Got it. That should be okay. I mean, yeah, hay is 80% of production, so should be okay. You did this field and it's still fermenting. Okay. That's kind of fine, to be honest, because, you know, it does take a while for grass to ferment into silage. That's inconvenient, yes, but today has been chaotic. Yes, it has, Alex. On the bright side, I won a fiver. Myself, my mother and sister have all decided that we're doing Telly Bingo now, which is a game run by the National Lottery here 3 times a week, and it's literally bingo but on the telly. And I won a fiver today. I was literally 3 numbers away from winning €10,000, but I won 5. And I will tell you right now, if I won €10,000, I'd still be sat here right now streaming. If I won €5 million, I'd still be sat here right now streaming. Streaming is fun. I enjoy it. Oh, to be fair, if I won €5 million, I'd be sat here right now, but I'd also probably, like, you know, get the shed converted into, at least partially, into a studio. But in a pumpkin, yeah, I mean, it'll cover Tuesday's tickets. Well, 2 of the 3 of them. But if I won, like, Tilly Bingo is pretty self-explanatory, yeah. I would also be streaming with a better setup. And in, like, a studio kind of area. With epidemic sound, because I just get... I could justify the expense then. We've got some Coca-Cola sherbets. Very nice. I have Chewits Laces, strawberry flavour, and they're gorgeous. They're so addictive. I'm thinking what I might do is... Those laces are mint? Yes. But only strawberry flavour. I don't like actual licorice. When say Ched. Honestly, Steam fan, I'd probably get Starlink. If I had a lot of money, I'd get my own personal Starlink terminal. Because then I could really annoy Buzz with that video. I'm thinking here. Maybe it would be... Chato, is it a good idea for me to stop for a second, pick up a couple of bales and just give them to the cows for now? Isn't Starlink satellite internet? Low latency satellite internet. Yeah, Steam fan. The latency issue is solved by them being at a much lower altitude. Traditional satellite internet is out near in kind of mid to high Earth orbit, out near geostationary satellites, and it takes time for light to get that far. Also name all the cows. They're all called Betsy. All of them. Even, like, any males that I have. All Betsies. Does this have the... No. I want to also, do a little quick equipment... Yeah, quick equipment swap here. Front loader tools. Bale spike can go, because I has in front loader tools lizard hydraulic bale fork. Do you know what? Why not make that pink? And we'll grab this from the shop. Oh, that needs to be reset too. That also needs to be reset. And this can be reset. And that can be reset. The cows could be called Blimp. Can this tow the... Oh, that's still got bales in it. That's potentially a problem. I wish the turn signals would automatically turn off. You didn't believe Microsoft Flight Sim in 4K? I probably could. It probably looks disturbingly close to real life. An inflatable cow, that might be messy, yeah. Excuse me, can I pick you up, please? I'd at least get flying lessons, saucers. Okay. My ingenious plan has gone wrong. Also, I keep forgetting to turn on the beacon reflections. Slim chance to win the lotto in Ireland. It's 1 in... I think it's 1 in 56 million is the... No. I may only recently... Yeah. Because like Glasgow to Barra is actually quite a long flight. Yeah, I mean, the flights that a twin otter does are not short. It's a small plane, but does long flights. Let's grab as many bales as this thing can handle. I was gonna give a number, but just as many as we can get here. Okay, one is good. Ideally, like 3. Actually, 2 should be fine because I can spike both of them this way. Hey Stefan, how you doing today, dude? I hate the way in and out of this field. Short Island runway. They were probably trying to take off from St. Bart's in 7-4. I could probably do it. There's a way to do it. Early finish is always nice. Yeah, for sure. Like, you'd be... It was near LA. Ireland runway near LA. Oh, I know where they were. I can't remember the name of the island, though. The cows take the bales? Yes! So they should now be producing. Which... Can I turn on the lights, please? Just realised I should probably be storing the bales in here. Right, let's get time going through the night. There we go. The cows have already produced nearly 2,000 litres of slurry. Wonderful. Have they produced any manure? Yeah. The slurry's not really visible, though. It is there. They've also produced 200 litres of milk, which is glorious. When you go from 98 million to 58k. I did say, Biasi, that I was going to be cheating the money back down. It was up stupid high so I could get everything I needed. I got everything I needed. Although, yeah, it is a bit of a shock to the system seeing the money go from, like, what was that, 10 figures? 8 figures. To, 5. How are the cats? Pretty good. Flash has been odd lately. She's become a TV cat. Like, my sister's been playing Lego Harry Potter on PS4. And Flash has just been kind of sat snoozing because she really enjoys watching it to the point where she falls asleep. Ginger is just being Ginger. He's eating a lot, which is great. He went out not too long ago, though. Did I accidentally turn on the indicator again? I didn't for once. Use it to my advantage. Just being in that mood to be... Well, it's great, Derp, because Ginger straight up disappeared for 2 weeks. To the point where we were pretty sure he was dead, not coming back. And 2 weeks to the day from when he disappeared, he just rocked up on the living room windows as if he'd never been gone. He's been eating more lately and generally seeming to be in better health. Turn off the lights on the deer here. So I'm going to do a bit of a cleanup pass just to see if I can get an extra bale out of this. Plus I'm missing quite a lot of hay. Oh, I know what I want to get as well. Because I want to play about with it a bit and try it. I want to get a grassland roller. So, I want to get... What's for sale at the moment? That's a mulcher. Yeah, I'm not going to get an extra 7,000 litres out of this, but it may give me... If you had no limit of money, what plane would you buy to use as a private jet? Alex, you already know my answer. No limit of money, I would buy multiple planes. I'd have an Avro... No, I'd have an Avro, say, RJ100 as my local jet. I'd have 727 as kind of a mid-range jet. And just because, you know, unlimited money, I'd have a Trident as my long-range jet. The Handley Vickers one. Failing that, I'd get an L1011 and get that airworthy again. Do some retrofits, modernize. Because if I had no money, if I had no money, I always have no money. If I had no limit of money, I'd have a Trijet. I'd have a modernized Trijet running whatever engines I could get to fit in there. Because, like, again, unlimited money. You've given me an out for doing shenanigans, Alex. I'd modernize an L1011. Hire engineers and whatnot to effectively make it a custom type with modern high bypass engines off the wings and probably an original in the tail, just because the tail would be a mess. You get a DC-10. Not an MD-10. The MD-10 is a bit more modernized. An MD-10, Alex, is a DC-10, but with modernized avionics. So yeah, same plane, different avionics. The MD-11 is largely the same plane as well. Non-plane people are like, how does Dave know these things about planes? I've just realized, again, unlimited money shenanigans happening here. I'd also get a DAC. I'd get a DC-3. I haven't all my money. I cheated it out. I cheated it in to get whatever I needed. Q400? No. No, I'd get a DAC. If I wanted a turboprop, I'd go for a Basler, but I'm not as big a fan of Baslers as I am of DACs. You're just thinking that you're not a plane person. I'm very much a plane person. I'm also a space person, so I can go from talking Bales to talking about, like, Mars rovers and some of the engineering that goes into them, to talking about a plane. Talking about poop, because manure and slurry are my favourite ways to fertilise in farm sim. AV800. You should watch Space Force on Netflix, it's class. Luke, I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's nothing against you. That is a terrible suggestion for me. It is an awful suggestion. I will not watch Space Force on Netflix. For one simple reason. It's media that's intended to be consumed by people who maybe don't know much about space. AV800. Are you thinking of the A400M, Steam fan? Yeah, I can't watch space movies and space TV shows. Except maybe The Expanse. I need to watch The Expanse. But, like, I get very angry when they get stuff wrong. I'm trying to figure out where I want to park the extractor. I'm thinking kind of down along that southern side of the field. Yeah, the southern side of the field. Even though it's probably actually closer to the east. New season Space Force coming out soon, actually. Yeah, I'm on this. It's not something I'm likely to watch, just because it would very likely anger me. Those trees look very low poly. So, if you're just tuning in, I'm doing something fairly unusual. If you've been around for a while and you're just tuning in, you'll know that I usually do pit silage, because pit silage. I'm doing bale silage for once. And mainly because I just don't want to deal with compaction. I just don't want to deal with compacting the silage down, so I'm using pre-compacted bales, effectively. You might see me doing more and more bale silage in FS22. You can use the pit as a bale store. That's kind of my idea. You automate the compaction much better. I mean, part of me wants to... Because I've got a decent sized combine. Part of me wants to see if an old trick still works. And I'm gonna guess it does, because in FS19, compaction was a function of the mass of the vehicle. Like how much compacted at once. So whenever somebody asks me, oh, what's the best... You know, what's the best tractor to use for compacting down silage, I would always answer your combine, because they are very heavy vehicles. And I'm kind of curious if that's still the case. Because it's always been compaction percentage per pass, or compaction efficiency was a function of the mass of the vehicle that you were using to compact. Rubber band steering, let it go for 45 minutes. GG. 40 is is brown. Am I to presume, Chris, that it has auto load on? Because if it can auto load the if he's got it set up to auto load the Hestons, I will swap back to the Heston baler. Yep. Oh, okay. This baler might not be long for this world, because I do like the Hestons. D1000s and Hestons. Nice. There's a part of me wanting to use the D1000 on this map. Like, it would cause bale carnage, but... Like, at the same time, I think it would fit quite nicely. The auto load's also console compatible. Very nice. Use the D900 for silage wells. Oh, she used the... Yeah. You would have used the... modded wrappers that he paired up with them. D1000's being safe for court farms. Yeah, that's kind of my issue. Is like, D1000 would be fantastic on this map, but also it would be even better on a smaller map. Because it is just a really nice, versatile baler. Feels too big, too many bales. Yeah. Too many bales has never been a problem for me, though. Like, my record that I bothered to count was about... back in FS15, I made 2,500 bales on one map in one go. So I don't particularly care how many bales is too many. See you, Sausters, I guess. And Luke. Okay, see you guys. That's very sudden. Has Daggerwin started streaming or something? Because like I'm slightly confused. Oh, they're doing the event. That's crap. Because it's not the event I told them to do. So I was asked the other day. Hey, Bard 50 Cal. I was asked the other day to pick between like Bale Hunt, Trailer Train, something or other, or Trailer Train but with front weights. And I started insisting, and I still do insist, all three at once. Make giant trailer trains with front weights in the trailers, and then do a bale hunt. 11,000, that was only halfway. Yeah. You can go kind of mental with the realism is key. Oh, I know. Okay then. Mike motto's kind of realism is great, but isn't it more fun to do dumb stuff? You were told you could only make 300? That might be the limit for console, Chris. You enjoy realism too much to enjoy any of his videos anymore. Why are you here if you enjoy realism? Like, Derp, have you seen the clips of me accidentally launching balers at 900 kilometers an hour the other day? My streams are entertaining. That's fair enough, I guess. Plus, I suppose at least I'm not kind of saying, oh, I'm realistic. I'm playing a game. I'll play it like, oh, for goodness sake, that McCormick's decided to quit again. Oh no, it's stuck because the... Oops. The load all has confused it. What event's happening? The Daggerwin Discord mods and multiplayer guys are running an event in his multiplayer server. And I'm guessing those two guys are after running off to be involved in the event. Which I completely forgot was happening today. We're going to do this potentially lazy, but probably actually correct at the same time way. Which is... drop it. Get in. Unfold. We're good to go there. Let's get my fabulous bale spike over to the field. We start loading that up with bales. How is the cows doing? 42% health. It's fine, honestly. Let's get the farthest away bales first. Because otherwise I'll be taking progressively longer to actually grab some bales. But then bales get my cow out. No, Steam Fan, I've got a plan for bale storage that'll let me just do bale silage. I have this kind of not pre-planned, but I've got it working in my head. Do. I'm curious how long this bale snake's gonna be. Cause like these aren't the biggest bales in the world. There does seem to be a fair number of them. I'm liking this bale spike. This is from... I want to say this is the BM modding one. Definitely got just about the right amount of grip to the bale. Bethlehem and Barra. Fair enough, Alex. Enjoy. Make sure and be careful of sunbathers. Hey, John TK. Also, is it just me, or are the rap things occasionally going a bit weird and spaghettifying? Because I am seeing occasional spaghettification. I'm kind of wondering if that's just a me seeing things thing. I never really used these in 19 or 17. I do like it though. Should be able to take the... Can I give it both bales at once? Because that would be very convenient. That would be too convenient. It's probably going to knock one bale off and send it flying across the map. It's going to splash in the water. Possibly. I mean, Barra is a beach. How do I move the wrap bales? Long story short, they're going to stay there for a while, Joint. They ferment in this long pool noodle. And then once they're fermented, you can unwrap them. Okay, this should be the last bale for silage. I'll make that a yes, and then I guess the next job is gonna be picking up the bales, the hay bales. Right, let's be smart about the hay bales, though. Because I really don't want or need a super long trailer. So go with... yeah, this with auto load and various sides. I'll even go up to the shop to pick it up. How's the Voltravama getting on? Oh, it's doing its thing again. Wonderful. Is that because it reached the end of the field and got confused and turned around? It's because it reached the end of the field and got confused and turned around. Wonderful, I can get the rest of this manually. And how's the lime production going? 34,000 litres of lime. I'm going to try and move the silage noodle. Silage noodle's going to stay where it is. I'm going to move the hay bales in the other field. The silage noodle would likely break auto load. As funny as it would be. Feels big but small by Oxy standards. I can tell you why both are true. Steam fan. So, it feels big because a lot of the map is field. So you're just seeing these big vistas of field, and you know, certain stuff's being hidden by the little hills and whatnot. It feels small by Oxy standards because the roads are straight. Look at how straight the roads are. Very straightforward to get around this map. Think about it, basically any other Oxy map. The roads can be very convoluted, very easy to get lost. The weird trick that I learned about mapping, and it's... Sandy Bay felt small but was big. That's because there's a lot of small fields. So, there's two interesting things. Yeah, there's a few interesting things about maps where you can make them feel bigger or smaller. One is the size of the fields. If you've got really big fields, you can make a small map feel really big. Another is the roads. If the roads are very crowded in like this, the map will feel small regardless of what you do. Especially if they're straight roads and you can get everywhere fairly quickly. And Oxy was going for a map that felt simultaneously big and small with this. That's the only way that he would do this kind of road layout. Also, it's more true to the area. But with the roads being more cluttered in, you feel a lot more... They're a lot more tight. It's one of the things that he does really well on maps, is get tight roads that are a bit convoluted. But because the roads are straight, the map feels smaller, because you're getting everywhere fairly quickly. With Sandy Bay had lots of small fields and one big one for reference. So lots of small fields and a reference big field. The big field made you think, oh, this field's huge. But everything else was small, and the roads were relatively tight, so it gave every other small map indication. It's a weird trick of the mind. You can trick people. If you're making a map, you can trick people into thinking a big map is small or a small map is big. Unless you're going over that stupid hill, yeah. That hill is in fact stupid. So let's be lazy and auto load. This, by the way, is why I didn't go for a big bale trailer. I didn't need it. Also, there's a slight offset. Let's just fix that real quick. Scooch all the bales over a bit. You back just in for some dinner? Fair enough. Welcome back, Luke. $12, $13, $14 bales should see us through until the next time I can do hay. Transporting position. We'll just opt for completely legitimate bale transporting here. Only the finest realism here on Rainbow Dave. On the Rainbow Dave Twitch channel. I'm going to have to do a loop here because I'm not going to be able to fit in that gate. Now I'll fit. Completely legitimate. Chicken cave and chips tonight, very nice. I've been told that it's a freezer special for dinner tonight, which basically means my mother's going to go out and raid the freezer in the shed and see what she wants to cook. It's usually some sort of semi-random combination of food that works really well. There we go. Didn't mean to bring this down here, but we'll make do. And I also have a plan for what to do down here. Because I downloaded something the other day that I forgot to... forgot to activate and forgot to buy. So, skid steer load... Nope. Forklifts. Wait. Oh. Oh, no. Why would you... Why would you let me do this? No, we're going standard-ish because it's giving me chrome rims. I like chrome rims. Skid steer tools. A bale spear. Presume this takes skid steer tools at least. It's a teleporter? Yeah, it is. But Steam Fan, here's the logic of why I wanted to get the Teletruck, right? It's got all the bonuses of a skid steer, effectively, because it's gonna have a really tight turning circle because it's based on a forklift platform. It's basically a telescopic forklift. It's got all the bonuses of a telehandler / teleporter because it does have the extendable boom, and it's quite nice and small. It's compact. I don't need to worry about where I'm storing it all that much. So I figure this is just as good as a dedicated bale handler as anything I could get. Like, I see no reason to go with basically any other option for bale handling. Except maybe something that could go faster. Most Irish farmers call it I know they call them teleporters, but I'll go with what Farmsden calls it. Can the JCB even lift a baler? Bloody hope so, Yanis. I hope so. They're... Like, granted the bales aren't light, but this thing should be able to deal with it. It should be able to deal with a ton or two. And my plan is to only move one bale at a time with this, so... You know, it should work out fine. The fact that it cruises at 1000 RPM is kind of glorious. A fork-tail lift handler truck, yeah. Needs to pass the giant bale test. I'm not going to be using the... Well, I might be using the Hestons again. If I do, then yeah, I'll have to rethink my options. But for now I'm going to be using the standard bales. Probably the 240s, but if it can lift a 180, it can lift a 240. And like I said, it's only really going to be used in the... Well, in the storage yard up there, but I put some bales down here, so it needs to move these bales first. Added bonus, because of the form factor, you can actually see what you're doing with it. AI worker C is blocked by an object. What is... Oh, the combine. Hey, policeman 911 and then a butt ton of zeros. You don't need to be on. I ain't reading out that many zeros, dude. I'd get confused and have to start like 4 times. It's got six double zeros? Well, that's not 12 zeros. 2... Oh. Yeah, no, it confuses my eyeballs, so... Oh yeah, this can handle a Heston. If it can handle 2 of these bales, it can handle a Heston. Nice Helena, is it a mod? Yes, it's on the mod hub though. It's the JCB Teletruck. Does that mean bye-bye to the class? No, the class is going to have other jobs. I have plans that will involve basically everything. Do I play on Xbox or PC? PC with an Xbox controller. Because I find the Xbox controller very comfortable, and also PC has, well, scripts. I was going to say the widest array of mods. Console have better mods, objectively. Hank 0922, cheers for the follow, Hank. Right. How much water do I have left in this bottle? Not much. That'll have to do. I forgot to refill it before I started. I'll refill it immediately after the stream. So if you're in the Discord, number one, expect multiple at everyone pings whenever I'm live. If you want to join, !_ Discord for the Discord. Number one, expect multiple everyone pings when I'm live, because it's kind of a force of habit, and I've got a bot set up to ping everyone as well. Oh, this is so convenient. This is ridiculously convenient. Did I try to match my jumper with my avatar? No, I made this avatar when I was wearing this hoodie. So I tried to match my avatar with my jumper. Unfortunately, Farm Sim doesn't allow you to put grey sweatpants on your avatars, so... He's wearing jeans instead. I'll be streaming over the weekend. Tomorrow, probably not. Sunday, probably. If I stream either day, it'll be Flight Sim. Well, whichever day I stream first, it'll be Flight Sim. I kind of promised Buzz that I'll be streaming Flight Sim Sunday, so... You don't know how to put the face cam on. Well, I use OBS and a webcam. And a a green screen to get rid of the background as well. Just for that. I'm trying to be a good streamer kind of vibe. Failing miserably at being a good streamer, but at least trying. Pick up these two. Oh yeah, you need a heebie-jeebie. I'm on a public server. This is single player, my dude. I have a server that exists. It's not being used at the moment. I'm kind of half waiting for a second good map to come out to do some multiplayer on that. Last streamers beg for subs or gifts. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't appreciate them, Luke, but I'm also not gonna go like, give me money, please. I'm not gonna be, Was it Alinity started belittling like her viewers because she didn't have, in her opinion, enough subs? It's because you got dyslexia. Don't worry, policeman. There are a surprising number of dyslexic people that hang around the streams. And I've got a lot of dyslexic friends, so I can understand dyslexic talk. I can understand the weird and wonderful spellings dyslexic people can come up with. And some of them are, like, some of the misspelled words because of dyslexia are glorious. You got dyslexia too? Yeah, like I said, like, dyslexia isn't that rare. Hey, Zachary Doherty? Dude, not to be mean, I am bad with names. People who are around the stream a lot will tell you this. I just read what I see on screen. Gotta go for a meal. Ooh, very fancy, Alex. Hey, Mikey, how you doing today? How you doing, dude? Long time indeed. Like, there are some people that I know their legit names, and I kind of got used to calling them their legit names. There's also some people where I know their legit names, and I know they don't like me using them, so, like, it's weird. Am I bloody tired? I did not get enough sleep this week. I've been sleeping better of late, but still just not enough. Like, I got a lovely 5.5 hours last night, which... Do I download mods? Oh, dude, always download mods. Mods for games are... like... I kind of see them as the director's cut of the game at times. Because, like, you can have a game, and it can be quite good. Like Farm Sim is a quite good game. You know, I play it a lot. I literally have a hat that says I like Farm Sim. You know, I'm wearing my Farm Sim fan hat literally right now. Do I think Farm Sim would be as good if there were no mods? No. I think if there were no mods for Farm Sim, I'd get bored of it within 2 months. Pretty easily. Possibly less. Farm Sim absolutely needs mods, yeah. But, like, even other games that I play, like... I play... This is off-stream stuff, for the most part. I play a lot of Transport Fever. I've got a big game going on Transport Fever at the moment. And basically everything I use is a mod, because... like, mods improve games. They just... Some mods... You downloaded DeLorean in FS19? Hey. I love DeLoreans. I wouldn't want one in Farm Sim, though. I'm kind of picky with mods. In that, first off, they either have to come from the mod hub or a reputable source. Because I've been burned by basically all the mod sites at this point, and I'm just kind of done with them as a whole. And second off, I need to I need to vibe with them. It's really odd. Like, I can look at 3 mods that are near identical on the mod hub and only download one of them because I will say, oh, this looks better. Despite all 3 having, we'll say, the same features and stuff like that, I'll just see one of them and be like, yeah, this is the best of the 3. Do I want to be a farmer one day? No. I couldn't do this in real life. You haven't touched your PC since Jesus just not wanted to play any games. I mean, that's fair, Steam fan. I play Transport Fever because it makes me think, gets my mind going. And it passes a lot of time very quickly. Games and stories don't need mods. Are you, Yanis, are you saying that Skyrim doesn't need the Thomas the Tank Engine Dragons mod? Or the Nicolas Cage mod? Because I will disagree with you very quickly about those. Causing problems on purpose. Doesn't need it? Yes, it does. Are they stupid? Yes. That's why it needs I must also see... I've not played Skyrim any... Transport Fever, what's that about? It's gonna sound really boring, Paul. Transport Fever is a game where you build logistics. So... You build bus lines, tram lines, train lines, ferry lines, and just get everything where it needs to go. And it sounds very boring. I've streamed it a few times, and you know it's not the most popular thing for me to stream. And I'm not very good at it, but I really enjoy it, just thinking up solutions to the problems that I have created. And figuring out what maybe is the best way to go about doing something, what maybe is the worst way of going about doing something. So, it kind of... It helps, because I like playing games in a very thinky way. You'll sometimes notice that I start going off on weird tangents when I'm playing this. Of like, what is the best piece of equipment I could buy? So you can't donate. You don't have to donate. I'm like the opposite of most streamers. Like, if you can't afford to donate or give a tip or whatever, then don't. I mean, do you want to help without giving money? You know, share the stream around or follow or just talk in chat. I'm not one of these streamers that, like, to my own detriment, I don't ask for people to sub. I don't paywall stuff. I should, but I don't. Because, like, why... I'm not knocking anyone's streamer here. I understand why stuff gets paywalled, but... My personal outlook is like... I'm entertaining myself by streaming. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. Other people may or may not enjoy my streams as well. That... Yeah, the fact that some people enjoy my streams and find them entertaining, great. Do they need to give me money? Hell no. Would I appreciate extra money? Yeah, because, you know, capitalism, but, eh. How does talking in chat help with streaming? It gives me stuff to talk about, Paul. it like, I can kind of do streams with nobody talking in chat, but for me, they're kind of pointless. Because, like, part of the reason I'm streaming as opposed to doing YouTube videos is because I really like being able to bounce off you guys in chat. Do I like Formula 1? That's a loaded question. I'm boomery. I like old F1. I liked when F1 made sense and had cars that didn't weigh 1,000,000 tons and weren't 5 miles long. Do you have vaccines in the USA? I live in Ireland, dude. But the USA does have vaccines, yes. What's it like in Ireland? Much the same as in Scotland. Wet, rainy, generally horrible weather. Slightly warmer than Scotland, generally speaking. I'm gonna follow F1 this year just to see how the new cars do. I do look like an American a bit. I mean, I am fat and wearing a baseball cap, so I can understand the confusion. Yeah, I can completely understand the confusion. I'm not fat. Oh, yes, I am, dude. Yeah, no, I am legit fat. Kind of like a bit rednecky. I guess with the beard as well. Actually, I can completely understand it. Fat guy wearing a baseball cap who has a beard. I do look like a redneck. Hang on, I can do one small thing that'll ruin that illusion for you. Perhaps. There we go. I'm a smart redneck. Look like a Texan. Oh god. I'm not sure if that's an insult or a compliment. Oh, my glasses are filthy. All I need is guns and a pickup truck. Good thing I don't like guns or pickup trucks. Give me a sensible car, thanks. Oh no, you're German. There we go. Now I can see as well, which is nice. Well, there, it's fine. Right, let's start part 2 of my big old master plan. Always a bonus being able to see, yeah. I look more American now. Okay. I mean, I'm able to see more clearly. I was always able to... I'm not actually blind, but... wearing the glasses does mean I can see a bit more clearly. Redneck nerd. So, here's where the master plan gets weird. Nearly seating time? Closing in on it, I think, yeah. Like, we still have field 3 to do and field 23. So still a lot left to do. But what I'm going to do right now is kind of enact a part of my somewhat silly plan for dealing with the production plants, because I want to do something a certain way. I want to do things a certain way, so we're going to do things a certain way. And you guys can tell me if it's dumb or not, really, essentially. Am I farmer IRL? No. If I was a farmer in real life, I likely wouldn't play Farm Sim. I don't generally like mixing work and pleasure. Like if I'm doing work, I'm thinking about the work that I need to do. I'm not really thinking about, oh, let's have fun and play and away. You know. That sawmill looks awesome. I'm presuming it's a sawmill. Last thing, I know a couple of truckers who do play Truck Sim, is the funny thing. What work do I do? This, essentially. I'm working on something for... I'm working on another project at the moment that I'm keeping kind of under wraps. That's part of the reason I've been a bit weird with getting streams started on time lately. Right. So that's empty. Now it's time for part 2. Which is... fill this with lime, please. 9 or 10 hours a day in a truck is good enough for you. Yeah, I can understand that. Now, was that stuck because the trailer's so heavy, or... no, it just got stuck. Okay, medium 4 is good enough for me. Bet you were wondering what I was going to do with these sheds. The bulk hauls. Yeah. These bad boys. Give you my mass storage. Just want to make sure it's not coming out the back. It's not good. I'm gonna put just kind of for convenience here. It's container. A small petrol tank over here as well. Actually, if I put it there. Because then I can just fill it up. Now we got enough. Oh no, I've done a stupid thing. I'm gonna have to manually do some of the plowing. $82 left, and I've got a worker out in the field, and hired workers stop when the money hits 0, so... What's the idea of the tank? I'm going to be up here quite a bit. This is going to be my main productions area. So the idea of the tank... can I sell the lime? I really don't want to, because that's going to go down in the fields. But let's have a check and see if I can. I don't think I can. Lime. Yeah, no. Where can I sell it to? The lime I'm going to be using on the fields. So that rock crusher there is saving me buying lime. You're just going a bit funky. I'm going to be finishing up in a second as well, Yanis. So it's not a big deal. So let's see. We ending the week in a good spot here. Like, we've got 30 cows that are doing well, producing slurry, producing manure, producing milk. Oh, I can totally set it to sell, Paul. That's not an issue. The thing is, the fields will all need lime. Here's the important bit. See how all of my fields are this light blue color? They all need lime. Even field 23 doesn't, but it's full of weeds. They're all going to need lime. Now, I don't want to be buying incredible amounts of lime just to spread on the fields when I could crush the stones into lime. So that's why I've got that rock crusher where, like, yeah, it's not the way the game's intended to work, but I think it makes more sense to be able to crush the rock into lime. And spread the lime out on the fields. And that's going to be kind of where we start off next week, I think. Now, if you're into flight sims, I've got crops I can sell, Paul. It's not a big deal. I'm going to be finishing up here for the day and for the week. Because, like, look, I've got 93,000 litres of barley I can sell if I really want to. And 57,000 litres of wheat. It's not a big deal that I'm a bit short on cash at the moment. I can sell it. But if you're into flight sims, I'll be streaming probably Sunday, possibly also tomorrow, depending on what happens, with some Microsoft Flight Sim. If you're only here for the farm sim, that's fine. Most people are. Then the next stream that you'll be interested in will be on possibly Tuesday. Possibly slight chance Monday. Next week is going to be a bit weird. I'll have to update you more on Discord on Monday. I have an appointment Monday morning at an oral surgeon's, so I might be getting an operation. I might just be getting a consult. I'll find out more in the Monday morning. So streams next week might be a bit wishy-washy. I apologize in advance. But let's find somebody to send you guys over to. And holy crap on a cracker. Okay. Stop playing ads. I have to have a word with somebody in a moment as well. I have to have a chat with Mr. Maddox about a thing that I have been consulting with him on. Let's send you guys over to GD, I suppose. He is on, I don't even know what map that is. He is on a map. I don't know what map it is. But he's on Farm Sim. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye. And enjoy your weekend, those of you who won't be back until at least Monday.